So I saw Sonic the Hedgehog 3 a couple of days ago, and it was the dumbest film I've ever seen, which says a lot because I saw The Flash last year. I'll keep this one brief and spoiler-free because I honestly don't have all that much to say about this new one, to be honest. Like I said, it is incredibly stupid, but I loved it anyway. If I can give a comparison, this is like Sam Raimi's Spider-Man trilogy, where it is very goofy and campy, while also having endearing characters and a really good emotional theme throughout. If you weren't a big fan of things like the wedding subplot in the previous movie, or Knuckles getting sidelined in his own show by Wade and his family, then you'll be pleased to hear that the game characters are very much the focus here. But the monkey's paw of this is instead you'll see a lot of Jim Carrey playing with himself. Jesus Christ, I couldn't have worded that any worse if I tried. Eggman and Gerald take up a good chunk of screen time here, and your enjoyment of their scenes will depend on how much you like Carrey in Dumb and Dumber, Batman Forever, really any comedy role that he had in the 90s and noughties. Since I like him in those films, I was equally entertained and completely baffled. Their scenes together are the reason that I called this the dumbest movie I've ever seen, and I do think that, as funny as they were, they really should have stopped after a certain point. Literally the coolest fucking thing these movies have ever done gets immediately undercut by the two Jim Carreys doing the weirdest fucking joke these movies have ever done, and I don't know how to feel about it. Likewise, I feel very conflicted about the pacing. This film rarely slows down, and something is always happening, which is great, because I think that the last two Sonic movies had quite a fair bit of filler that didn't progress the plot or develop the characters that much. The opposite is the case here, but it comes at the cost of some plot threads either getting rushed through or unresolved, namely Commander Walters and Gunn as a whole, but especially the relationship between Shadow and Maria. What we do get of that is legitimately the best part in the whole film, and I wish we could have had a few more minutes dedicated to it, and I hope it will get expanded upon in that rumoured Shadow spin-off should it get the green light. Speaking of which, Keanu Reeves as Shadow was probably the other highlight of the film for me. He gives an absolutely fantastic performance that encapsulates everything amazing about the character, supported by strong writing and direction. In fact, pretty much every main cast member is brilliant in this. Colleen O'Shaughnessy and Idris Elba are perfect as Tails and Knuckles respectively. Jim Carrey was a lot of fun, if a bit stupid, as I mentioned earlier. James Marsden and Tika Sumpter were great. Lee Majdoub continues to be an absolute delight as Agent Stone, and Ben Schwartz gives his best portrayal of Sonic yet. I'm really excited to see where he, Jeff Fowler, and the writers take the character going forward. Overall, yeah, I thought Sonic 3 was excellent. If you liked the last two movies, then I reckon you'll like this one even more. And if you didn't, I can't really promise this one will change your mind in all honesty. Just go in expecting some moments that are really, really goofy, and some moments that are really, really cool. This one gets a very respectable A rank from me. It would be an S rank, but the complete lack of Super Wade Whipple means I can't quite justify it.